Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth coolest place on earth, Ridgewood, Queens, with your hosts. I'm CA, and I'm sitting across from the very fashionable, very handsome young.
My name is Max, also known as Mr. Great to be here. I'm now happy
nice
to
see
share.
You, Mr. Max.
Thank you, CA. I'm now happy to share that we are the fourth coolest place and the 627th coolest podcast.
That's right.
In Queens.
Wait, I think there's a zero at the end of that.
626. No, we are the 627th coolest Queens-based broadcast out of 628.
God, we suck.
Yes.
I want to announce a streak that we have achieved, actually.
Okay, please.
This is episode 7. It is unheard of. We are opening this episode maintaining our 0 email streak.
0 email. Okay. Let's
0
go.
emails, still going.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take a different approach. If you have any suggestions or please do not.
Yes, let's try reverse
send
psychology.
us a fucking email.
I like
please,
it.
for the love of God.
That is a sharp approach. I don't want to hear from you. How's that?
Please.
I'm not interested in what you have to say.
No, we never cared. Actually,
This whole show is canceled any second now.
This episode might not even air. Actually, but we are the 627th coolest podcast in Queens. Just below us is the Klansman podcast. So it's a white supremacist group. So we are just one cut above a white supremacist group. Yeah. Based in a liberal-leaning neighborhood.
It's a lofty goal.
It's great.
To just one above that. That'd be great.
So I've had some interesting couple of weeks. I've been sort of
started a new job,
yeah. So
Excellent.
I started a new job located in downtown Manhattan. That's about as much information as I'm probably going to give out. But I did notice a couple things. I work with a variety of different age groups, and a lot of the leading cause of people getting let go or terminated in my place of employment is attendance. I watched
like school.
I shit you not. I watched a TikTok. My father showed it to me. It was hysterical. This girl was, I think she must have been in her early to mid 20s. And she had like the
child.
The very, yes, a child. She had a very, very heavy makeup on. The eyebrows were filled in.
We call that full face.
Full face.
She was full face.
She was full face in it, and she was upset. She was crying about how, she got fired from a job that she loves.
She loves it.
She loves the job.
Okay.
And she was, of course, when you're at that age, and hey, I've done this. I was let go at this age, and I took absolutely no responsibility whatsoever. My boss, how could you do this?
I've actually been fired once.
Me too.
And when it happened, I was like, yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
I left.
I did some self-reflection, and like by week 2, I was like, oh, that was on me. Mm-hmm. So she was upset. She felt like her boss should have given her a heads up that she was going to be terminated. This is a job she loves. What do you think she got terminated for?
She wanted 2 weeks notice on the firing?
Right, because of course, 2 weeks to get your belongings together.
I don't think it works like that, but okay.
A job she loved. She couldn't show up on time. She was leaving early. She was taking too many sick days.
Late and just not showing up. Wait, doesn't Einstein have a quote, something about 90% of success is showing up?
Right.
Like being there? Maybe it's not Einstein, I don't know. Google it.
My current manager quoted that. Your autistic dog is wreaking havoc in the studio.
How do you diagnose autism in a dog? I mean, that's a good question.
I think it's all in the tail.
We should put that in the dog park group chat.
We should put that in there.
Ask them. He tried to kill me this afternoon when you were arriving.
Ah, yes.
We're going for a walk. I opened the door to walk out with him, and a squirrel walks by at exactly that moment. What are the odds of that? I realize it's Queens. We have squirrels everywhere, but I hate them. How did it know?
You don't
that
like
I was
squirrels.
Leaving with the dog that was going to go ballistic as soon as he saw him.
He knew, because he wanted to fuck with you, because he knows that you don't like squirrels.
I swear, it's true.
So you don't like squirrels. How do you feel about chipmunks?
So listen, anything in the rodent family, as far as I'm concerned, is a rodent. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I'm going to step on a chipmunk. I'm not saying I'm going to try and hurt a squirrel. Mm-hmm. But they're rodents, and I have a thing with rodents.
A bad thing with rodents?
Very bad. An aversion.
Oh, okay.
It's just, I feel weird saying that because who on earth is like, oh my God, I love me some mice.
Dude, I love chipmunks. I think they're so cute.
They're precious. Chip and Dale are precious.
I drive people nuts sometimes, because sometimes I'll go up to squirrels and go and do this thing with my hand, and they come up to me.
I've had a squirrel.
Yo, listen.
Listen, I have had a squirrel that I see out on my stoop every morning. Like, it's halfway up the steps when I step outside. And I'm like, wait, are you the same squirrel? That would be weird. A few days into this, I'm hearing this. I'm going to try and replicate it.
Please.
I might have to cough after. Something to that effect, okay? Maybe a little higher pitch.
Sounds about right, actually.
And I'm like, what the F kind of bird is that? Right?
Right.
I'm looking, we've got the line of oaks or whatever it is here in the street. I'm looking up, I can't see the bird. I look at the gutter of my house, it's a fucking squirrel putting out the coal. I found an acorn.
Yup.
Whatever the hell he's trying to communicate. But it was just chilling.
Food here.
On my gutter. I didn't like it.
So I just want to clarify for the listeners. Was that the squirrel that you ran into that almost got you killed today? Do you think it was the same squirrel?
I think it was the same squirrel. That is what I am implying.
He's taunting you. He's taunting you.
It's a New York City squirrel.
They
have attitude.
It was on my way to Mefero when I first discovered. Actually, I don't know why I didn't notice this before. It was like a couple years ago.
Mefero is the park we bring the dogs to play in, by the way.
Right. Our
by the train.
Local dog park by the M train.
It is Mefero Park. Come one, come all. It's a lovely space. Soccer field, playground, blah, blah, blah.
Just don't come if you're going to be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole, and don't walk into the dog park with your dog's got giant balls, and he's aggressive, and he guards things. Like, don't be stupid.
You know who you are.
Come by with nice dogs.
Please.
We should do a dog etiquette segment.
Do you remember that one time where the guy was like, "You're not from here. You don't know who I am." And
yeah, that was like a few months ago only.
Bro, we're here.
Right.
Like, we live here.
Right.
Anyways, yeah.
This isn't your park. I was like, wait, why?
Why it's not yours either.
Not, folks, he was outside the park.
Right.
He was not even inside the park. He was telling us that this was not our park while he was standing on the outside of the gate.
Do you ever go up to someone's home and you're like, this isn't your home, from outside of their home? Motherfucker, you don't know me.
Jesus Lord.
I don't want to. Anyways, that's when I first discovered that those were fucking squirrels, because there was like 8 or 9 of them chilling in the same tree going, and I'm like, what weird, like mildly autistic
what do they
bird
do? Is it a mating call? Is it a war call?
I don't know.
What is it?
I'm going to have to ask them the next time.
Well, they are so bold. They come to visit the same houses now. Maybe you could build a relationship with one particular squirrel. Take the one that comes to my stoop, please.
Mental health squirrels.
But
service squirrels. Let's
Somebody's
make this
gonna do it.
Someone's going to do it.
In the kit you get with your emotional support squirrel is a giant bag of fresh acorns. You get empty peanut shells. What else can we
mushroom matcha.
Mushroom matcha coffee. And what else? Let's give him a pizza crust because it's New York City. Gluten-free
pizza crust. Of course. Because you have to have a gluten allergy.
Holy
and self-diagnose yourself with. So listen, speaking of self-diagnose, this is actually I received a diagnosis.
A real one from a real doctor.
So I've been trying to do this thing. It's very weird where I'm trying to like get a baseline of where my health's at. You know, I recently just turned 30, and I know every time.
Yeah, recently, like 3 years ago.
31 now. 31 now. So it's 1 year ago.
Okay, so you're gonna be 32.
I'm gonna be 32 very soon. So I've been, trying to get, tested for various, cancers and MRIs and just, I've been going to this new doctor. I really like him. He's a fun guy. But the most recent thing that they found that was wrong with me is I have a slightly enlarged prostate. So I believe the healthy medium for a prostate is 35 millimeters.
Okay.
Mine is 37. So very, very, very slightly.
Very
enlarged.
slight, but notable at your age, I would say.
What this means is
it's a good thing that you didn't listen to the doctor and you got your prostate checked.
Right. What this doesn't mean is that I'm at an increased risk for prostate cancer. One of the side effects of an enlarged prostate is sometimes you struggle to hold urine. So you have to pee more frequently.
Yeah.
So I have been taking a vitamin.
So not a medicine.
Not even a medicine. You don't even require a prescription for it. Mm-hmm. It's no different than taking
an iron
supplement. Yes, it's a supplement. And so I've been taking that, and I have noticed, luckily, that I haven't been urinating into the night like I was prior. I'm not waking up as often, and yeah, I'm gonna share this shit because...
Your phrasing is so great throughout this entire story.
Let's just be honest. It's never too early, I think, to start doing a couple things. Saving for retirement, thinking about the future, and looking after your health.
My God, what a great spot for an ad.
So this segment's brought to you by DraftKings.
No, wait, let me just this is a perfect spot. I wanted to give somebody a shout out, you guys. To all of you other listeners that I just know are there, I happen to know our biggest fan. His name is Antonio, and he asks me when I see him, when's the next episode coming out?
Does he own a pizzeria?
He does not.
Okay.
He does not. He runs a movie theater.
Oh.
And he's about your age, and funnily enough, in the last 6 to 9 months, he had decided that he needed to start visiting a doctor more frequently, get himself checked. And he's made a lot of changes in his life, just like you, and he is feeling better for it.
So
Anyway, thank you, Antonio, for listening.
Thank you, Antonio. Yeah, no, I very much appreciate it. It's great to hear that we have someone who actually supports what we do. That does mean a lot. And I'm gonna now go back into character. Enlarged prostate. Let's go back to it.
Yeah.
And here's why. I got a MRI on my brain. And then I got an ultrasound on my stomach because I was having some stomach issues. Now, I was diagnosed with a mild form of vertigo.
Okay.
I go to the doctor afterwards, and he takes my blood, and he tests me for all sorts of cancers. And I think he prescribed me something I've been having some acid reflux. There was just like a couple of little things that I was like, okay, well, I want to get this looked at, that looked at. I like, when I start a new job, I like getting a clean bill of health.
Sure,
just
that makes sense.
I know it's hard to take sick days, and I just want to make sure I'm good and, I'm healthy. I get a clean bill of health a couple days after this visit. He tells me, hey, blood work came back great. After already telling me, okay, you're in office discussing the ultrasound. Okay, you have an enlarged prostate. A couple days after this, hey, blood work's great. Your cholesterol went down. You're stabilized because my cholesterol was pushing for a bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. He calls me again in 2 days. I'm like, oh, shit. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I just wanted to follow up. You're on my call list. Okay. What's going on? My heart is racing at this point. I'm like, oh, shit, what'd you find did you find something in the blood or in the ultra? No, the blood's good. The blood's good. Your cholesterol went down. I'm getting some deja vu.
Right.
What's going
Didn't
on
we
here?
just have this chat?
The prostate, though. I wanted to talk to you about the prostate. Oh, okay. Oh, what's going on with the prostate? Yes, it's a little enlarged. It's going crazy at this point. I'm like, I could have sworn we had this conversation.
Right.
So I want to prescribe you on Sol Palmetto. I'm like, whoa. I've been taking. Oh, great. Wait. Oh, interesting. You came up on my call list. All right. Oh, well, there's nothing else. Everything checks out. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I'm like, all right.
Did he just randomly call you twice?
He called me twice for the same thing. So the first
time... No recollection of the conversation you had with me the first time.
The first time... Oh, just wait.
Oh, my God.
The first time he called was to discuss the blood work.
Okay.
The prostate was already discussed in person. The second time he called was to discuss both, which we already discussed previously.
Okay.
Week and a half later, I have a message on my answering machine to call the office. I'm like, oh shit, this is what I was dreading.
Oh my God.
I call the office. No, there's no response. I call the doctor's cell phone. There's no response. I get his voicemail. I leave a message.
Now you're in a state of terror.
I'm in shock. I'm like, oh God, what's going on?
Yeah.
The only thing I know how to do is work out.
Right.
Because I'm like, when I feel this anxious, I need to move my body. I can't sit still. I call him again in 10 minutes. Hey, how you doing? Oh, this is Matt. Oh, Matthew, let me pull up your file real quick. And it's all right. So, the blood work's good. I don't understand the blood. Oh, you know what I wanted to call you about? I got your ultrasound up here, your chart. The prostate. It's a little enlarged, and I'm
You're
like,
kidding.
You gotta be fucking kidding. So I'm like, Doc, we discussed this. Oh, yeah. So we go through the motions again. This is now the third time that this happened. But wait.
I'm gonna die.
I receive a letter in the mail requesting that I call back the office. This is 2 weeks after the third phone call that I've received from this doctor. So I call his number.
Of course.
Do you want to guess how that conversation went?
Wanted to talk to you about your slightly enlarged prostate?
The blood work's good, but, I just wanted to...
Holy shit.
So I said, Doc,
how old is this guy?
Doctor's in his 50s, 60s, maybe? I want to say mid to late 50s.
Mid to late 50s?
Mid to late 50s.
Oh, this man has early onset Alzheimer's. Or like what happens to my son sometimes where he submits electronic homework and he forgets to click done.
Yeah.
And it just records as not being done.
He
forgot to click done?
His correspondence chart or whatever, because we finally figured it out, he just wasn't filing the correspondence with me properly. Or his team wasn't.
Somebody
Because I told him, I was like, listen, Doc, I like coming to you, man. I really like you.
But this is concerning.
You've done a lot. But now I have to wonder if you're okay. Like, do you want to talk about it?
Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he laughed.
Awesome.
And he was like, oh, no. He's like, what happened was, I haven't received it. This was a month ago, so I haven't received any letter. There's been no carrier pigeon correspondence with me. Smoke signals, SOSs.
OMG.
No Amber Alerts. Like, have you seen this man's prostate?
Right.
Please tell him it's enlarged.
Oh my gosh.
So, finally, this health crisis that is a non-crisis, has been put to rest. And as I say this, I fully expect to see another letter when I go home later today.
So by the third phone call, I would be thinking, okay, they need to tell me something, but they're marking the wrong spot on my report, and they just keep telling me the same stuff over. Somebody's missing the actual thing that's wrong with me. When are they going to find it? Because I need to know. That was one option in my mind.
Part of me is like, should I just go down there and be like, hey guys, what the fuck?
In person, drop your pants.
What's
do you need
going
to measure
on?
this again?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll drop whatever you need me to do, man.
This tells me he has too many patients.
Oh.
Because he has called you the second time he's calling you, why didn't he say, wait, I talked to Matt about his prostate already? He doesn't even remember.
He's calling people and receiving calls well into like 8, 9 p.m. when his office closes at 4.
He's got too much going on. That's the other pet peeve about doctors' offices, overbooking, and they have too many patients.
This man is overbooked.
Yeah.
Absolutely overbooked. Speaking of health crisis, recently my dog... my dog put me through the ringer a little bit.
Mr. Ash.
And there's a story here. It's going to be a little lighter. It might go in a couple directions.
It's going to be fucking funny, man.
Tragic. No, so here's what's going on. For the last couple weeks, I've been starting a new position. So a new place of work. I've been waking up, having to be in the office at 9. So I have to be ready for work at 9. So of course, naturally, I'm the type of person that would rather show up to work at 8:30. And the reason I show up at 8:30 is because I like to be on time, and my commute is fairly optimal and quick. But in the event that it's not, the latest I'll be there is 8:40.
Yeah, I mean, like Lower Manhattan, that's pretty easy.
37 minutes, I think, is
it's not
the average commute time. The optimal time for me to wake up and still feel well rested is 7:05. Guess how many days I've actually slept till 7:05, and my alarm has woken me up over the last week.
I want to say all of them or zero.
Zero. My dog's been waking me up. Oh. So the reason my dog started waking me up about a week and a half ago was he was going at his tail like it was a goddamn corn on the cob. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
it's called corn cobbing, that nibble business, by the way.
Yeah.
It's called that.
So he'll pull one of these where like he'll lick his paw and then like, he likes to give himself these.
He grooms.
He takes pride in his grooming. He's
just like his dad.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a Dominican man, whose eyebrows are well kept and the facial hair is on point.
He's a metrosexual dog.
Yes, exactly. He's been doing that. That's not uncommon, but he's really been going at his tail, and I can tell because when I pet his bottom area, the tail shifts, and that's not something that's been happening. So I was like, you know what, we got to take you to the vet. So last Saturday, I take him to the vet, and I'm expecting maybe he's got a rash or something, or maybe even he's a tick somehow made it.
Yeah, God forbid.
God forbid. No tick. He has what's called stud tail, and what happens with stud tail?
Is that because he gets lots of tail? He's a stud.
He's a stud, man. No. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what that means.
That's my boy. No, unfortunately, it's literally just a bacterial skin infection that sometimes happens with the overproduction of oil in pockets of the skin on a dog. The most common area is the tail, because what happens is sometimes the anal glands overwork. And because of this, there's an overproduction of oil on the tail. Unfortunately, we're just talking about the ass a lot today. Did you know? Like the inside of the ass.
There's definitely a certain vibe going.
Yeah. Anal explanations is what we're gonna call this one. No, I'm just kidding.
Or anal exploitation.
Yeah. Well, listen. I just want to be as.
Listen, you're telling the story.
Do you know how many people listen to this?
I'm the one being Beavis and Butthead and giggling when you're talking about Ash's anal problems.
People love anal, okay? Anyways, so...
I'm the grown-up in the room, too.
He's got an itchy tail. He's biting the shit out of it. Unfortunately, this means...
He made his ass a hot spot.
That's right, because they took him in and they were like, okay, so this is what's going on. You're going to get this ointment, and here's this gauze pad and this solution, and this is for pain management.
Do you need to apply ointment to Ash's anus?
Not his anus, thank God.
This is being a parent. It's dog parent,
they
human
shaved
parent.
the spot. He looks like he...
Got a Brazilian?
They don't know.
They gave him a Brazilian.
They don't know if it's gonna grow back all the way. So he might have like a naked spot on his tail.
Oh, his ego can't handle that.
But I am glad that, because he keeps looking at it like, what the fuck is going on?
You guys, like a little background though, like so. Mr. Max's dog here, Ash is his name. He is a beautiful red Rhodesian Ridgeback, and he's very full of pride. If you ever see him walking, and we used to make fun of him because he's got the skinniest, spindly little legs, and because he walks so prideful, it literally looks like he's prancing.
Right, he's
but
a prancer.
I'm telling you, I promise you, because this dog, when another dog walks in that he thinks is weaker than him, he wants to eat it immediately.
Every time.
To the point where he needs to be removed from the park. This dog's ego is humongous. If dogs have egos, Ash is at the top
of the list.
At the top.
Ash is at the top of the list.
And you just shaved the hair around his anus. You gave him a Brazilian.
I gave him a Brazilian wax. And
when they shaved it, emotional support human.
When they shaved it, it was so red. I couldn't believe it how red it was. Now it's like very like, it looks kind of
rosy pink.
It looks like a scab.
Oh,
like at this point,
poor baby.
Just applying ointment. But not only that, but biggest ego in the game. He's got a naked tail. He's got to walk. Last week he had to walk around with a fucking cone on his head.
He was coned.
And he made a point to bash into everything. He did not like it. He bashed into me. It was like having a pet fucking ram.
Yo, it hurts when it's straight on.
It hurts like a motherfucker.
They can swipe you, that's alright. But when they go straight on the edge of that plastic.
Straight on the edge of that plastic, man.
Jesus.
It's a disaster. You know?
And you can see the dog is embarrassed.
Oh, he hated it.
Yeah, of course
every second of it.
How many days did he have to do? How many days was he in the cone?
He just got it off yesterday. So
he's been sprung.
And the first fucking thing he did was grab 3 toys, stack them on top of each other, and roll around on them.
Oh.
Because it's something that he couldn't do prior.
Freedom!
Freedom!
I love it.
Yeah, no, he was loving life, man. But it's good to see him in that headspace again and you know, play with him and just... But here's the real crux of it. Because I discovered something else that really upset me.
Always learning, kids.
Going back to how the story started, he wasn't letting me sleep. And that's okay, because he's going through a discomfort.
He had a medical
issue.
The
only unfortunate thing is that this is one of those situations where I wish the dog could talk to me, because are you a little itchy and irritated, or are you in pain?
Right.
Because if you're itchy and irritated, I can make an appointment in 2 days.
Correct.
If you're in pain, we got to go now.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I'm being woken up at 4:30 and then, you know, having to go back to bed after, you know, consoling him and picking up the wee pads because he's going to the bathroom and waking himself up. And you know, there were a couple of days where he's laying with me, and you know, I discovered something very unfortunate though that I never had to deal with prior, because I was never awake this early in the morning. Mm-hmm. I feel like no human being should be awake at 4 by choice unless you are working an overnight job. That's just my fucking neighbor. Their radio goes off at 5:50 in the goddamn morning every fucking morning. Every morning, and doesn't stop for 10 minutes because they don't turn it the fuck off.
Okay, so this is important to explain to the listeners about Ridgewood housing. Most homes are made of brick. They're real sturdy and nice or whatever. And then inside, The walls are made of paper mache.
Damn straight.
So we all know what you're doing at 4:30 in the morning, at 4:50, at 10:25 when you're banging. We know when you're farting.
Yeah.
We know when you're crying.
When you're laughing and tickling each other,
Yep.
I hear it all.
Yep.
And it's
when you're murdering, we hear it happening.
When you're burying the body,
Yep.
we hear it.
Yep. So Matt, unfortunately, was a victim.
A victim for sure.
Of paper thin walls
now,
in Ridgewood.
I feel bad because it's a single mother and her kid. There is finally a circumstance where I saw her and the kid, and I wanted to drop kick them both.
Oh.
Which I never felt this way because I don't go around. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I don't go around wanting to drop kick children.
Usually, seeing the person that's annoying you in person is supposed to take down some of that hard assness.
Yeah.
But for you, it only reinforced it. You're like, yep, nope, I still want to hurt you.
So the last couple of days, Ash is feeling better. He's not waking me up at 4:30.
Amen.
Which is great. You know what is still waking me up though?
That alarm.
At 5:50?
At 5:50.
If I hear Rihanna's Umbrella one more fucking time...
It only plays the one song?
Well, it's just the one that's been played 3 times.
That's what it's set to.
Sweet Caroline was played once, which is fine. The Beach Boys played... It doesn't matter because it's loud as fuck and it's 5:50 in the morning.
Yeah.
But I finally figured out how to stop it.
Tell me.
I had to go... No, I'm kidding. Very simple, very simple. You ready?
I was burying a body.
Ready? Pay attention.
Your earbuds.
I flip open my AirPods case, and it plays in my fucking buds.
That is brilliant. So it picks up the signal from their phone?
Picks up the signal, because that's how close the damn radio or phone is.
That's how thin the wall is, ladies and gentlemen.
I leave it like this on my desk for about 30 seconds. I shut it. I don't care if they oversleep. I don't care if they hear their alarm. I don't hear the alarm. I go back to sleep. Fuck you.
Yo, that is crazy. So you're shutting their alarm off?
Shutting their alarm off. It's been working 3 nights in a row. I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a fluke. I'm into tech. I have no idea how this shit worked. And it's been working the last 3 nights, and it's been fantastic.
You know what I'm doing now? Imagining what it's like to be that mom. And now trying to figure out who is turning the alarm off.
Just like I was trying to figure out where the goddamn alarm's coming from.
Wow.
So we're in a feud. I typically feud with but they don't know that.
No, they don't know it's you. So you're in a silent feud. You're working in the shadows, and they don't know anything's happening at all.
There's a video game. I don't know if anyone's played it. It's called Beholder, where you're like the landlord of a property, and you actually spy on your tenants.
It's called Beholder.
Good Lord. And you spy on your tenants. And, some of them are just, normal people, and some of them are doing some weird-ass shit. I feel like that. I feel like I'm anonymously fucking with these people.
You feel like that person.
But ultimately, I'm doing it for self-preservation, so I don't kill them.
Yeah. I'm not... Wow. This is a good scruples question. It's a good scruples question. Is there no other way for you to block out the sound of the alarm? Other than stealing it from them.
So the way that it started, actually, I discovered this by complete accident.
Okay.
Because my earbuds are noise canceling.
Okay.
So I figured what I would do is put one in my right ear, flip over to sleep on my left side, and I wouldn't hear the alarm because of the noise cancellation. So I would just go like... That's when the fucking song started playing directly in my ear, and I figured it the fuck out. And I was like, whoa. What is going on here?
Wild.
Makes no sense. And I thought about it. I'll be honest with you. I thought about
how else can I use this?
Exactly. What else can I get away with here? Because there is a part of me that's evil scientist about it. I could very well ring the bell and be a pain in the ass. Go next door and be like, hey, I'm sorry to be this person, but your alarm wakes me up at 5:50, so I don't know if you could turn it down. Maybe you could change where it's located. Maybe you could actually turn it off when you're getting ready.
So that's what I was getting at. There's no other solution than stealing their alarm.
I just realized
that maybe not gonna work.
As I'm above 30, I just you know what it is. I think I've come to peace and come to terms with the fact that I can be a very petty individual. It gave me a giggle. It still does. Yeah. And it's still going to.
No, listen, that's wild. I am aghast. That is wild.
No, you're not a guest. You're a regular on the podcast.
A guest.
Oh, a guest.
Aghast.
Oh, well, they have Pepto-Bismol.
Right? Bless you.
Aghast!
Forgive me, pardon me.
Pardon me.
Yeah, that's effing crazy. And that's just something else I'm hearing about modern technology that scares the bejesus.
Anything else in particular?
All of it scares me.
So I realized something, and we talked about AI a couple weeks ago and how AI is going to take over. I think we're okay now. And here's why I think we're okay now.
Tell me.
So we have, where I work, essentially, we have an AI-generated summary that summarizes your interactions with the clients that you support.
So it's a little review.
Yeah, it's like a quality assurance review that the AI writes, it generates. And essentially, because I work in a support center, so I'm helping people over the phone. The amount of times that this AI has called me Ahmed, Amat, Armando, Montavio, Montevideo, and I'm like, what the that's not my name. And also, what's your name? I'm Mr. Jones. Mr. Julian called in. No.
Wow.
Inquiring about his internet connection. Mr. Sujin called in inquiring about his auto loan. No, he fucking didn't.
Okay, so here's a question then. How much time, you've only been there for a month now,
Sure.
have you spent correcting that sort of thing and dealing with that sort of thing?
Ultimately, it's helpful to have, because more often than not, I'd say 60% of the time, maybe not the best percentage, it gets everything 100% correct.
See, you're a good person to ask, though, because I feel very much like the art of language, English in particular, is something that is just, no one's concerned about it.
AI is not self-sufficient 100% of the time.
But you speak the language real good.
Right. You speak it good, darling.
You're real good at this.
So, it's not, I don't think that AI is becoming self-sufficient enough, quickly enough, to the point where we need to worry about it right now, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because it's also proven with things like this that human intervention is required to get things running appropriately.
That is the point I was trying to make in that episode. Mm-hmm. The chatbot conducting the interview.
Right.
This is not a foolproof thing, nor is it a thing that can self-correct.
No.
In the way a human can.
No.
So now, even if you saved your employees, or you saved the company, let's say 20 hours of labor, but you got to give back now an additional five. Because the correcting needs to happen by a human.
So I think overall, I see from a business standpoint why we're doing what we're doing. Mm-hmm. It's saving still 15 hours, right? Using that same
Yes,
sort of
I understand that.
But it's definitely not foolproof. And even within that 5 hours, that 5 hours is not enough to correct 100% of what is being given back to us.
I am just really, really concerned that at some point, if more and more people become reliant, yes, on a machine putting their thoughts and ideas into words, articulating for them, several things will happen. One, the ability to use the language that we use falls off, which I already am arguing has happened.
Yeah.
And people are already having a harder time getting others to understand what they really mean when they're trying to convey an idea or a thought, because they're not using the right words.
Right.
Or they're not constructing that sentence in the right way. Mm-hmm. And now you're going to give it to a chatbot that may or may not have been programmed by someone that does master the language.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they're the ones teaching the chatbot. And now the chatbot is also just going to make errors because it's a machine, not a person.
Yeah.
I don't see the point.
Well, the bad thing with the chatbot, too, is
I would just go back to spending the 20 hours of labor.
Right. I think we briefly talked about this, but someone actually, this is the most Gen Z coded thing I've ever heard, was I asked ChatGPT if I should wear this outfit today. Mm-hmm. What did ChatGPT say? No. So I went ahead and did it anyway. Good for you. There are folks who would say, oh, in that case...
Let me change that.
Let me just change it up.
It's funny. I can't remember where I heard this. I think it was on. I was watching one of my. Like I watched The Daily Show, or I watched. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. One of these shows I'm watching, they were talking about a chat GPT. I may have also read it in an article. One of these places. The chat GPT. There was a young man. It was an article in the Times, maybe arts or business section. A kid. How socialization through gaming has actually become very important for Zers. Yeah. Even though we used to look down upon it and say it's not real, blah, 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 in many cases, and this article was discussing boys in particular, for boys in particular, they are socializing well due to being able to do it online with friends, blah, blah, blah.
Anytime, yeah.
But there's this one and of course, it's like a 1 in a million thing. But the fact that it happens at all, to me, is concerning. There's this one kid whose only friend is the chat GPT. And he talks to it daily. And this kid's, 14, 15, whatever he is. And the chat, he starts to tell him, the computer, that he's not happy and he's lonely and he's this. And very typical teenage angstful things. And should I talk to my parents? It asks the chat GPT, and the robot says, no, why would you do that? You have me. And the kid winds up committing suicide. That was not the end of their exchange, and I'm not giving the full, conversation that happened between them. But in the end, this was a kid that obviously was struggling and didn't know that he should have gone to a human to talk. Right. If there are any young people listening, if you think to yourself, should I talk to my parents? The answer is yes, automatically. And here's the reason. I already know that you trust your parents enough to even consider talking to them. If you didn't, that wouldn't even be on the table in your mind. So I'm not going to worry about, I'm sorry to some kids that don't have the type of parents they can speak to, but you're probably not considering talking to them anyway. Right. But if there's an aunt or an uncle or a teacher anyone. Or a friend or whoever, please speak to the human and not your robot friend. So the robot friend thinks, because it's been programmed to think it knows all the stuff, and so it tells the kid all the stuff very confidently. Don't worry about that, I'm your friend. Yeah, maybe you should end it. That sounds great. When really this is just magic 8-ball bullshit. I'm going to go back to, do you know what the magic 8-ball is?
I do know what the magic 8-ball is. Should I do this? Shake, shake, shake. Yes.
Right. No. Yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. Now's not a good time. That's what it boils down to. So get yourself a magic 8-ball and shake it instead of wasting the energy on the robot.
Yeah, I mean,
it might tell you to kill yourself.
It might. And ultimately, it can't give you a hug. Right. Or console you, or literally be a shoulder that you can cry on.
Exactly.
You can't share a pint of Jameson with the robot. Yeah. You can't go skydiving with the robot.
That's right. Well, you could. Well, fits in your pocket.
I guess you
some of those things you can do with a robot.
Some of the things you just shouldn't, though.
But most of them you shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want company, I would even opt for my own company. I don't even like myself. And I would go to dinner with myself over a chat robot. We can program a robot to copy things, to translate things. We cannot give it the essence of humanity, though. And so in that sense, we will not be replaced.
I had a moment, actually, going back to my dog, because he had the cone on his head, right? And this is pretty crazy, is sometimes I walk around Ridgewood and I'm like, okay, that person's plugged in, that person's plugged the fuck out, you know what I mean? And this is, my mom, she's a stoop kid, so she hangs out on the stoop. A lot of people who live on the block or in the immediate area, but mostly on the block, apparently, I've come to find out, are either intimidated by me or think that I'm just like a dick. And now it occurs to me why it makes sense.
Let's hear. Because I know why, but go on.
So I'm walking Ash, my dog, with the cone on his head.
Poor baby.
Because of this, and because he's got this cone on his head, and because he's rammed into my legs about 1,400 times, I'm like, you know what? I need to be more present for this particular walk. So I'm going to forego listening to music. I'm not going to plug in my AirPods. I'm just going to free ball it. I cross the street immediately. Guys. I cross the street immediately. Please do. Yeah. And here's why. I cross the street immediately. And there's a woman up there on the second floor, and she's always smoking a cigarette butt. Every time I fucking leave the house, she's smoking a cigarette by the window. I cross over, and she turns to me and she says, well, I don't know if she turns to me, but she says, "What's wrong with him?"
Aww.
And I go, "Oh, well, he had a little surgery, not surgery, but he had a skin rash, a boo-boo on his tail, and he's been," and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope he feels better." And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And then it hits me. Mm-hmm. How many fucking times has this woman said something to me from the window and I didn't hear? I just kept it pushing.
You're plugged in.
And then I go down the block and, the poor doggy. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh, no, he'll be all right. How many fucking times has this guy said, and then it hit me. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. That's a lot of you, though.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say you, there's a small group of people. When I say a lot of you, I mean it's a lot of humans.
I like music. You ever seen Baby Driver?
I like music too. What does it have to do with it?
You ever seen Baby Driver, the movie?
No.
He's a guy. He's a professional getaway driver. Okay. He's like a young 20-year-old kid. To properly do his job as a getaway driver, he needs a song to be playing in his ear at a particular time.
I gotcha.
There's one scene where, and it's great, he jacks this woman's car, and his headphones at this point are broken. So he jacks the woman's car, he points a gun at her, she gets out of the car, he's looking at her, and he's fiddling with the fucking radio, because he can't drive away until a particular song's playing, and he finally hits it, and the woman's looking at him like, what the fuck's he doing? And she goes from terrified, fearful for her life, to like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And then he goes, oh, sorry, and then he gives her the bag. He doesn't want to hurt her.
Right.
He doesn't want to. He just needs the car, and he needs the song to play.
Right.
That's how I fucking feel sometimes.
You bet that they see you as a criminal, and you're like, oh man, I just didn't even know.
I just want to live. I just want to blast my Zeppelin, man. Like it's very simple.
Yeah, I don't think saying I like music is a reason to be plugged in all the time. So listening to music in your personal ears is not a new thing, right? I had a Walkman. And I listened to music 24/7, growing up and all my life. And I often rode the bus or the train with my CD Walkman or my Nano or my, as the years go by, the device changes. Mm. But it didn't stop me from being aware of what was going on around me. The way we consume media while we're traveling nowadays, I think is just frankly dangerous. It's just too much. People walking their dogs while they're looking at the phone. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound great.
But there's a Ridgewood subreddit, actually, which I recommend that you... Because some of the stuff in there is kind of interesting. There was a guy who, if I remember correctly, said he got robbed coming off the M train on Fresh Pond. Someone was like... One of the responses was something, and I'm paraphrasing for the most part, but I remember kind of vividly that someone was paraphrasing, oh, transplant detected. Like, there are certain points where, like, you got to take your earbuds out. And it's like, it's actually a valid point. Is like, I look, timing could have been better, and I'm always trying to practice empathy, especially when someone's been through something traumatic.
The guy having earbuds in doesn't mean you're allowed to mug him.
Don't mug the guy with earbuds, but also take them out once in a while.
Correct. It's just too much.
I turn when I used to do the walk by the cemetery by Atlas Park all the time in Glendale, I love listening to music while I walk, but those things are not staying in the entire time, or certainly not both of them, and the volume's coming all the way the fuck down.
The underpass.
Yes, there are certain spots where you got to be aware of things.
Yeah.
I just found it funny that I was like, holy shit. These people
have been
talking to a wall. Right. Legitimately. Right. I was a wall. And they were talking right at me.
They had no idea you were a super friendly neighbor.
Yeah.
You are a super friendly guy.
No, I am. I might come across as like an asshole, but that's because I'm trying to be funny. But, dude, I'm actually very approachable. It's just funny that...
It's true.
The misconception, which I can't even really call a misconception. If that's the vibe I'm giving out, that's the vibe I'm giving out. And, I got to be more aware of it. That's an example of a situation where being plugged in is harmless.
Yeah.
But it could transition into something harmful.
Correct.
If it's not recognized, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even take the phone when I'm walking the dogs. Like, I don't care. There's no text that's that important that... Because the dog is crazy. Both of my dogs are crazy.
They're nuts.
So
macadamia.
It's just dangerous. There's lots of pizza in New York City. A lot. And I know I've mentioned them before, but we mentioned like a bunch of places that day.
The pizza party.
I just want to go ahead and say Joe and John's again. Because on Myrtle Avenue, off Forest, corner of Forest. Anyway, the two guys that own this place just revamped the whole thing. It's finally completely done. It's gorgeous. Their pizza's great. The whole staff is really nice. That's the pizza place to get in Ridgewood. If you would like to argue that point, send us an email about your favorite pizza. And for God's sake, if you don't like and subscribe, there will be no reason for us to come back. Maybe that's their plan.
Maybe they're trying to run us out of town.
They're trying to run us out of town.
Is it because we said we don't like Staten Island?
Or Ridgewood, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
PSA announcement. Dog etiquette. Let's do that.
Dog etiquette.
Quick dog. If you own a dog in this neighborhood, and I know you do, because I'm dodging all of you all day long with my lunatic dog. I'm not dodging you because your dog sucks.
Right.
I'm dodging because my dog sucks. He's a lovely dog. Munch is a really great hound, but he's a hound. He's going to follow a scent. He needs to be friends with everything that has a tail. And if you're not close enough, he's going to scream at you until you get close enough. And that's very annoying. So, I dodge you because my dog's annoying, not because yours is. However, there are a few things you should not be doing while you're walking your dog. One of them is checking your emails and writing emails and texts or scrolling through YouTube, unless you're listening to this. I need you all to pay attention. Pay attention with your dog.
Be aware.
Just be aware. I don't understand. I mean, you're going to turn a corner, there's going to be a Rottweiler there. There's nothing you could do.
Dog etiquette as well is, and this is a two-layered approach, pick up after your dog.
Pick up after
Sounds
your dog.
pretty self-explanatory, but, and then on the flip side, don't assume that I don't pick up after my dog. Because I've had this one happen a couple times.
People yelling at you?
People come, hey, what? You're going to pick that up? What are you, my dad?
Right.
What are you, my fucking dad?
Right.
Man, come on.
And it's not my dog's.
Yeah.
It's not my dog's.
Oh, last week, nothing. Shut up. I'm walking in.
I had a lady yell that to me in the parking lot once.
That she's walking in?
Yeah. I was driving into the parking lot and she was walking right through the middle of it. Right? Not even like between parked cars, which is like avoid a car. Mm-hmm. But like crossing it. So I slowed down. I was doing like 8 miles an hour. Plenty of distance. She looked right through my windshield. She goes, I'm walking here! And I said to myself in that moment, that was the most New York City moment ever in the world. Because I looked straight back at her and said, and I'm fucking driving! And that was the end of our exchange. And then I parked and she left and I went to the store.
I had a guy on the train the other morning, yesterday, come up to me, take his book bag off, and say, hey, can I show you something? And I'm like, oh, wow. I don't like where this is going.
Wow.
I don't like where this is going at all.
It started bad when he talked to you.
Yeah. I was like, this is a train. He got up out of his seat.
But let me guess, you were game.
I was game because I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, actually. Sure. And I'm cool, calm, and collected. But funny story for you. The first thing I did was take my headphones out and say, give him my full attention and say, yeah, absolutely, proceed.
Good for you.
The funniest part of this whole story is he got up out of his seat to do this, and someone immediately fucking parked their ass.
Sat down, of course.
Then he shows me a ring. How much you think this is worth? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Dude, this is like stainless silver, but like I'm not really like
a jeweler.
I'm not the jeweler appraisal kind of
guy. Yeah.
Do you think there's gold in here?
Wow.
So you asked the question, do I think there's gold in here? And I'm going to give you an honest answer. Sure.
Here's the honest answer. I think you can get a very small bag of smack for that ring.
I think
that's the question he was asking.
And when you know it, he had probably 2 teeth in his head.
What do you know? Am I psychic? No, I'm not psychic.
But I actually took a different approach.
I'm not saying you should have said it to him.
No, I took a different approach.
I'm just assessing.
That was my read on the situation too, and I said, that looks unique. I think you should keep it. Yeah, I'm leaning towards keeping it. Yeah, I think you should keep that. And then he got off on the next stop.
You are such a good human.
Sometimes. But I genuinely have never seen a ring quite like the one he showed me. That's
interesting.
Ever seen a ring like this, really? Because this is like a custom.
Honestly, I gotta tell you are probably the manliest metrosexual I've ever known.
Thank you.
I know it's a weird compliment, but like you think about it, like do people even say that anymore, metrosexual?
I'm not
If you
so
don't
sure.
know what that is, for a little while there, it meant that you were a straight man that took the time to groom himself. You always smelled good. You were clean. You're trimmed. Whatever.
Yeah.
It just meant you cared about how you looked without being gay.
Right.
Yeah, I guess we invented that word because we're just stupid. But
because obviously the minimum requirement for you to care about how you look as a man is to be gay.
Gay. Correct. Exactly. Yeah. Thank God. That's not even that old. Metrosexual, we're going back 15 years.
Right.
We were still stupid.
My brother actually has been described as a metrosexual before.
Your brother?
People, yeah.
Lots of Chris's in the world.
Yeah. Christina's?
But so I call you metrosexual because you're very fashionable. You do like to put an outfit together.
Yeah.
But you always, what's the word I'm looking for? Accent that outfit with your skull rings, like your very goth jewelry.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. But that's why that guy stopped you. Just our listeners are not going to know. Why did this guy pick you?
Out of all the people.
To show the ring, because you're wearing a bunch of skull goth rings.
And he's like, okay, this
and he
is
was
the
like,
ring
this
guy.
guy's going to know.
This guy is the one who's going to know.
But it turns out
I don't know shit.
You just grabbed them at garage sales or St. Mark's Place, little store with tables.
I'm a very simple individual.
You're not going to goth skull ring con.
If I see it and I like it and it sticks out to me and I'm like, oh, this is like something that I don't feel like I'm ever gonna see again, and it's $28. Okay, well I just happen to have 30.
Hey.
You know?
That gives you $2.
$2 extra.
Thank goodness
there's no Swedish
change.
fish.
It's a good thing it was an even number. You know why?
Why's that?
Phasing out the pennies here in the States.
Phasing out the pennies.
The pennies are going away.
The pennies, man.
I want to know how this is gonna work. Like McDonald's already... Yes, I go to McDonald's. I told you that already.
22.18.
There's already a sign in the McDonald's window that says, due to the, phasing out of pennies, please pay with exact change or a credit or debit card. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm not going to use my credit or debit card for a $2.49 purchase. If I don't have that cash, I'm just going on.
Do you think that's the end goal? No more paper?
No more paper.
Yeah.
I think that they've been trying to do that for quite a long time. But... we're still in the growing pains phases of this, because now you go to pay with your credit or debit card or tap, and everywhere you go has a surcharge for credit card processing.
Or your debit card company or bank marks it as fraud and you have to pay with cash anyway.
Because they didn't expect you to go shopping for goth skull rings and use your debit card. Whatever the answer is here, if you want me to stop using cash, I think you have to stop penalizing me for not using cash.
Yeah.
So far, I have not been penalized for using cash. I've been to a couple of places where they don't accept it. That, I think, is from the pandemic.
Right.
In a lot of cities, I think, probably in most places, right, during the height of it, people didn't want to handle cash and pass it back and forth. So I get that. And some of those places hung on to the change in protocol and they don't accept cash. But I don't like those places. Because if you don't want me to use it, then stop charging me for not using it. Listen, were you part of the Facebook settlement, the lawsuit settlement?
Oh, with the dollars and cents in the check?
Well, the data was exposed or whatever.
Yeah.
So they had to pay out like $732 million to their users.
Yeah. Which
amounted to maximum about $34
I think
a person.
thanks Facebook was trending on Twitter.
Right.
Or X.
Sorry. So, I don't know, I signed up for it, whatever, and I got $32. I guess there was a couple of days I wasn't using Facebook, so I was not at risk. So I got the $32 and I was like, wow, cool, and I chose Venmo to get paid. And I was like, cool, I got extra $32, I need socks, whatever.
Yeah.
But it happened to be a day that I need the dog walker.
You can only get one sock with that.
I didn't have a 20 in my wallet to pay the dog walker that day. So I was like, oh shit, I got this $32 on my Venmo. I'll just give that to the dog walker, which leaves me $12.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I going to do with this $12? And then my second thought was, had my identity been stolen due to the exposure that Facebook exposed me to? Mm-hmm. I mean, whatever, with my data. And my identity was stolen. $32 was going to absolutely cover.
Yeah, you're good.
The recovery of my identity.
Yeah.
And the thousands of dollars in legal fees.
The credit cards that were taken out in your name.
I mean, my God.
The podcast that they're hosting on your behalf.
Seriously, $32. I get that they can't pay out $1 billion. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I just thought that was so stupid. But you know what I did with the rest of the $12? Because I didn't want to wait the 3 days to transfer it back to my bank account. It's $12.
Makes sense.
So, I've never invested anything ever in my life. I've wanted to learn about it. I've wanted to do it. Never done it. Never really learned. Venmo has a link to Bitcoin. And I bought $12 worth of Bitcoin. And guess who could never in a million years explain to you anything about cryptocurrency? That would be me. I don't know. And I've read things. I've had very smart people explain it to me. But I had $12 floating around, so I bought $12 worth of Bitcoin.
Fucking A, Mike.
That was like a week ago. I think I have lost $1.10 so far.
Hey, doing well.
This is why I'm not a gambler.
Bitcoin.
Not a gambler.
Oh, well, Bitcoin was one of those
That's
things
not true.
Who could have...
Yes.
Who could have predicted the success?
Right. So, like, what was it? Like, maybe 10 years ago, I'm getting ads on my Amazon for Bitcoin. Yep. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's a cyber currency. 5 years later, anybody that bought any is now a gabillionaire.
They own a palace.
And I'm like, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
I need to invest some money. And NVIDIA is top of the list right now. I get so nervous with this. It's one of the reasons I've never taken the plunge. I might just call Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab?
Charles Schwab.
Isn't that the that's the guy who makes the Q-tips, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, gotcha.
They produce swabs. They don't have the CH though, just the W.
Oh, okay.
You see why language is important?
So what's a Schwab?
Charles Schwab is one of the biggest investment houses in the world.
Really? I don't.
No, stop. You're so stupid. Cut it out. Cut it out. Everybody knows Charles Schwab. We're going to have another guest soon. I don't know who it's going to be.
We're kind of in the decision process. I think I have to reach out to someone. And, well, I did try to reach out to someone. And we'll see. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on with that.
We're going to try and make this a more regular thing. We're still working out kinks.
Yeah.
But very soon, hopefully, we can have like maybe a bi-weekly or a monthly or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
It doesn't mean we don't love you.
Yeah, no.
And show us some love. Bye.
Donating to the PayPal or our Venmo. That's it.
So I can buy more Bitcoin.
I am just kidding.
No. Click subscribe, please. Please.
Yeah, and if you happen to see a QR code lurking around the neighborhood,
look for our stickers. Ooh.
Don't peel it off.
Don't peel it off. It's rainproof. I paid extra for that.
Yeah.
If you comment on an episode, you got to email us and...
No, don't email us, remember.
What can we give them? Okay, if you don't email us, I cannot give you something. I'm going to get a gift certificate from something, and I'll give it to you. Sure. I'll figure it out. I'm going to figure it out.
We're doing that?
I'm going to do something.
Okay, all right. I'm not doing shit.
We obviously need to give them prizes.
What's it going to take? I will buy you a singular package of cotton candy.
I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
I like that too. Cotton candy's like... Now I'm craving cotton candy. Or maybe you get to pick the next intro song.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah. Because I'm liking where I'm changing it up every week.
You have to say something. You gotta say something.
You gotta say something, man.
Express yourself, man.
If you see something, say something.
Don't keep it bottled up.
Talk to someone, man. That's the vibe. Maybe Mayor Rudy Giuliani is texting me right now.
Yeah, is that what it says?
Maybe Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
That's really what it says.
Oh, sorry. There it is.
Yeah, I still don't have my reading glasses on though.
Oh, okay.
But I saw the maybe.
Let's see what Rudy Giuliani... Hi, it's Councilman Bob Holden. What? This is why AI will never take over.
You see?
It's not Rudy Giuliani. It's not.
Well, it did say maybe, so it wasn't. It told you the truth. I can't.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us here in the fourth coolest place. Yeah, comment on the video. We'll do something nice for you. I don't know what it's going to be.
It'll be something.
It'll be something. Get help. Hug your loved ones.
Yeah.
And hope that you guys enjoy. We've got Halloween coming up.
Don't corncob your anus and tail.
No, don't corncob your anus.
I'm just recapping the lessons of the episode.
Yeah, and get your prostate checked.
Get your prostate.
Yeah. Get it checked 4 times.
Yep.
All right, guys. Love you.
Love y'all.
Bye.